grabbing this lapel, I don't have to worry about it. If he's grabbing my belt and my belt is loose a little bit, a lot of the times my belt will just spin around my body as I do this arm drag, okay? So it's actually kind of an interesting dynamic. If this arm is here at all, like this, we just get this grip. When they feel this pressure, what do they usually do with this elbow? They bend and put pressure this direction here because they're trying to prevent my hip from coming out. And I get my foot here. And what I'm gonna do is I use my leg and my grip to create a wall, let a hip out, like that. All I need is the tip of his elbow past my belly button to finish the rest of the arm drag. I don't actually have to have his arm all the way across. Once it's past my belly button, the rest is mine. And it connects all to the rest of the arm drag series we did last week with our pendulum sweep, our high guard, the back take, all of it. I can even be loosely even more aggressive. Sometimes we can't get our leg here because he's hugging down like this. What I do is I put my foot on the ground and I violently hip escape out, okay? It requires a very strong grip here, okay? Like that. And what he does if he chases me, okay? So if he tries to keep this elbow here and tries to prevent me from going, just watch, just do it. You can almost always win the chase. So what happens is in that motion of chasing, he feels the danger of his back. So he focuses on that chase. And I can just put my foot on the ground. I don't even have to do it very technical. Technically, would be foot on the hip. And I use my leg, you know what I mean, to leverage it that way. But if I have a really good grip here, as I go, I'm just continuing. Look, I just took 2 inches. And I have to stay strong here. If I relax here, he comes back across. That's where this doesn't work. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. Okay. So what we want to do is do the same thing. Try the 2-on-1 grip, making sure your grip is in the right position. Foot on the hip version, foot on the ground, and then have the person chase you, get that arm drag, punched it all the way across, sit up, finish with the back take. Okay, 1, 2. That's what we want. Now keep this grip in here. And this leg stays on his back. And you use this to come up on your hand. Just like with a regular hip sweep. If his hands are here and we're turning, right? Elbow, wrist, all the way up. You see how I keep my ankles locked? A lot of times people teach it to open and sit up. Okay, the problem though is as soon as my legs open, he starts to pass, right? And then we're like, well, hip sweeps don't work. Okay, but they do, they work really well. We need to get all the way up with our ankles locked to keep ourselves close to them, as well as to prevent that sort of escape. And then at the last second, we open and plant our foot down. Look at what he's doing as he pulls away. He's pull the arm. He's just pulling me up into a hip sweep. Now I can let go and go here, but then he's gonna plant his hand down, all right? The kids were trying to keep this way as they hit up and sweep. This just won't work. I mean, it can if they're compliant, but the problem is I'm actually pushing against my hip, against the direction I need my hip to go. I don't have to worry about this hand because this grip. So I'm here, when I go to hip sweep, if he pulls his hand and plants it, I keep going, and then I just wrench the hand out. We're gonna keep this sleeve grip the entire time. Do not let go of this, okay? This is how these moves connect. And what's great is a lot of the times when I really start to attack this, I don't even have to do it super technically. I can just get him moving and then sit up and twist. Does that make sense? Obviously, in an ideal world, we wanna get right here, he starts to pull away, we wanna come up high. Okay? But oftentimes we can get it because he's leaning. Like this. He's leaning the direction of the hip sweep. Is that making sense?